Hey YouTube. Okay. Let me see. There we go. Yeah, I didn't want to have all of that going on up there, so. Okay. I just had a surreal moment. I was before I had got here, I went to grab me a bite to eat, and I passed this lady and these two kids. You know, I smiled at the kids. You know, they looked at me. I smiled. I came on in. Now, I get into the Denny's, and you know, I start. I'm standing there. She says, "Do I want a booth?" And I was like, "Oh, okay." Usually they just throw me at the counter because I'm usually by myself. When I get to the booth, one of the little kids that I had passed by with her mom was there. She had apparently followed me to go get her something to eat. Bless her heart. Bless her little heart. So I'm sitting here like frazzled, like, wait, where's your mom? You know? And she's like, well, I'm hungry. And I'm like, okay. But I'm still like, where's your mom? I'm a mom. Where's your mom? So I go and I look out, and the lady is still sitting out there. And she looks at me and she nods her head. And so I walk back out there, and I'm like, I said, your little daughter is sitting at the table with me. She's like, yeah, she said she was hungry. I told her if you didn't mind feeding her, because I don't have any money to feed my children. So I said, she looks like a nice lady. Maybe she'll feed you. So I looked at the other little girl and I said, are you hungry too? And she said, yeah. So I brought them all in and I fed them, mom and the two kids. And I don't know. I know the normal everyday person is just 1 or 2 pay periods away from homelessness. This lady's literally been living on the streets for only 4 days. She was really brand new. She didn't have any family because her parents are deceased, and it's her and her sibling, and her sibling didn't live in the state. What do you do with that? What do you do with that? So, me being who I am, only thing that I could do, and I knew it wasn't a permanent situation, a permanent fix, but I put her up in a hotel for about 4 to 5 days. I pretty much just asked them, you know, how long, you know, can a person stay in a hotel, you know, at a lump. And they told me that she could stay till Thursday. So I paid for her room till Thursday. And as I walked out, as happy as she was, and the kids were like, they would have a bed to sleep in tonight, because they've been like, I mean, they're at a truck stop. I'm like, what were they doing? Were they just sitting at a truck stop? I don't understand. Like, where did they go? What were they doing? I can't even fathom that a single mom on the streets with her children I can't even fathom that. I can't even fathom that. I mean, I was a single parent too, so I understand. I I get it. It's rough being a single parent. It's rough, you know. And I know some people will be like, there's negative people who may feel that she probably used it or, she milked it. Nah. Nah. That was I've seen enough. I'm from Chicago, so I know the play. You know what I'm saying? I know the hustle. I know the fake homeless people who drive better cars than me. I've seen them. I've met them, and I've actually met, and I know those who choose to live on the streets. I've met those that um, not new, but that have adapted to being on the streets, veterans that are on the streets, people with mental illnesses that are on the streets. I'm not new to it, but I never had one come to me in that manner. Usually when I go, I used to like in the winters, I would be the one that would like be out with a group of us that would get together, and we would go and bring coffee and sandwiches and blankets to the homeless. So I'm used to me coming to them. I'm not used to a little kid coming to me. And that just like blew my mind. And you're sitting here at this moment and you're going through it in your head. Are they scamming you? Is this real? Real or not, my conscience wasn't gonna let me walk away and just leave 2 kids on the street, 2 girls at that. Being a woman, being a single parent myself, I couldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. I gave them 5 days, and I hope that maybe another trucker or another family that they may run into until she can get on her feet, get herself back together. She's got moves. I know she said she was going to be talking with some people on Monday. Because apparently when you become homeless, you don't just walk in and say, "Hi, I'm homeless." It's more like she has to get assigned a caseworker, get put on welfare. She has to start the process because she wasn't on any of this stuff. So, yeah, that was my day.